Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, you're going to learn the basic knowledge you need to start making use of your ARCHICAD. So I'm going to be using ARCHICAD version 20. So following this video guide, you can still apply the same knowledge to other ARCHICAD versions. So just listen very attentively as we go, and please subscribe to my channel. Just hit the subscribe button and you can like and share it, so as this helps me a lot. So let's get started. So I will go to my ARCHICAD software installed on my PC. I'm going to click on it to open it. So while it opens, I'll be patient enough. You can see it has opened, and there's a dialog box that just displayed. So you're gonna see the heading here, what would you like to do. So you can see two options: create a new project, open a project. So I'm going to, since I'm creating a new project, I'll just leave it here. It's already marked, so create a new project. You can see here also set up project settings. You will see two options here too. You see use a template. So you see use latest project template. So I'll just leave it as use a template here. So you can see set up work environment. You see use, under it we have a last profile use. So I'll just leave it that way, and I'll go ahead to click new. But if I don't want this dialog box to display next time, I'll just click here, do not display this dialog box next time you're opening your ARCHICAD. So let's go ahead. So you can see the ARCHICAD environment just opened, and you can see what we have here. So I will walk you through what we have here and let you understand some things here, because you're going to be conversant with them, so that you can work freely and you still learn more even on your own. So I also want you to understand something about ARCHICAD usage. This, as I said earlier, is a basic knowledge, so you are still going to learn more on your own, because nobody is going to teach you everything. You're going to learn it on your own. For you to improve, for you to become an expert in it, though you cannot be the best in it, but for you to become an expert in it depends on how often you make use of it. So it depends on your regularity in it. So let me, without wasting much of your time, let's get started. You can see at the top here written on title graphic soft ARCHICAD 6420. It is just where you whatever, when you save this project you are working on, it will display with whatever name you save it with. So for instance, let's save it. Let's save this project I'm working on. Let's say for you to save, you come to file, you can see save as. See save as. So you can write, you can save it with anything. Let's say let's say 2 bedroom, 2 bedroom, so click save. So you can see 2 bedroom bungalow just displayed at the top. So that is the title page. That's the title bar, sorry. So beneath this title bar, you're going to see file, edit, view, design, document, options, teamwork, window, help. So this is the menu bar. All these things are the content of the menu bar. So all these are the menu bar, and in this menu bar you can get all these other things. If supposing they disappear, because I will show you, once they disappear this way, you come to Windows, you see 2 palettes. You can see them. If I happen to uncheck any of these, you see that it will disappear. So you can see 2 bars, you see information bar, you see status bar. These are just the ones that are selected. You come to this 2 bar, you see standard bar. So it's checked. So if I uncheck it, you see it to disappear. So this, beneath this menu bar here, is the standard bar. This is the information bar. Beneath the standard bar is the information bar. So it is where you get information of whatever you're working with in your ARCHICAD environment or workspace, or whatever that is selected on the toolbox. This is the toolbox. So any tool you are making use of, this information, its own information or unique information will display on this information bar. So here also I will show you this other side. This is the navigator window. So this is where you navigate around your project. anyhow you want to view it and the rest. So there's still more to this. So okay, I still have some here beneath. At the bottom of this, where is the command bar, so the status bar, sorry. So that is where whatever you're working with is it shows here. And so coming to this standard bar, this standard bar is just a kind of, we have some tools here. So but these tools are not really tools you're going to start first to work with. So but these are kind of auxiliary tools. For instance, I'm working on a particular, I'm drawing and I want to know the measurement of it. I will come to this standard bar and you can see measure. So you can measure from one, you can measure the room, you can measure from one block wall to another. So that is, it helps you. You can see trim, you want to trim off some place, you trim. So there are still more we are supposed to know about. So as we keep going, you learn it all. So beneath this, I already explained the information bar. So how we just start one. So I'm going to make a sample drawing. So you're going to listen very well and follow it. Follow it, you learn more and be perfect. So this is just my, it shows my elevation. So you can see its elevation. So as this is pointing this way, it's pointing this side, is going to view. So that means if I draw anything this side, it's not going to, since it's showing this way, I'm not going to see it. So I'm not going to see whatever I've done here. So this will show you the elevations. These are the 4 elevations you have. So the first side elevation, this side is called north, that is the back elevation. This side is the south elevation, which is the approach view. So this side is west elevation, that is the left view, while this east elevation is just the right view. So I can shift this if I want. I'll select it as already selected. So I will drag it. I'll drag it. You see it. So you can drag it to expand here because of it depends on the project. So for you to select this, you hold your shift key, select, or you can come to arrow and select. So, and if you have selected, for you to execute a command, so you have to click and see what you have here. I want to move it, so I drag it. So just as you work with it, you learn more of it. So shortcut of dragging is you hold your shift to select, then you hold your control shift and then you press D on your keyboard. That is control shift D to drag. So how do I know this? Okay, sorry, control shift D. What I just did was duplicate. So if I want to drag only this, let me undo it. So let me undo it. So if I want to drag only this backward, I'll just hold control D. Control D. I'll drag it. But if I want to duplicate it, I will now press control shift D. I'll hold control shift at the same time and then press D. How do I know this? You can come to this. You see, we have drag, control plus D. We have rotate, control plus E, mirror, control plus N. Like you can see the shortcut. You can make it all. I make it all the shortcut. I don't. This is very lengthy, so it's not advised. So that's it. So we're going to draw a 2-bedroom bungalow as you see here. So we're going to draw it and design it so that by the time you follow, you can elsewhere do bigger projects like this. So I'm going to go to my design in my toolbox. So I'm going to choose as you can see is the first tool. So I'm going to draw. Remember, these tools are just like normal. You understand what tools are. So everything we're going to be doing is we're going to use these tools and be doing it. So I will just come to my toolbox and you can see the first tool there, which is a wall tool. So I will click on it. Already is highlighted unlike other ones. So as it is highlighted, either I double click on this wall tool or I go to the information bar and then I click once. You can see settings dialog. I'll just click once and a dialog box will display just like this. So as it is displayed, I'm going to set this wall to my test, to my choice, whatever I want. So you can see wall top, the top of the wall. So I will say not length, so I'll just choose this not length, so that any dimension I type here, so it's going to be that. So this is 3,000 meters mm, sorry. So I will just, let's say I want to use 100 mm. I choose it, and you can see this arrow too. This is just the extension downwards, so it's 0 because it's starting from the top of the floor. So I will just leave it at 0. But if I wanted to extend downward, I can type any value. So it's not necessary for me now, so just leave it. So you can see this place here. So you can see how it is. I'll just choose this because I just want to use normal block wall. So this is just a kind of complex of it. So as I've chosen it, I will just come here, and this is the block wall, the width. So I'm using let's say I'm using 150. You can select 150, that is 6 inches. You can select 125, 5 inches block. You can select 225 block, depending on what I need. So let me just work with 150 block, which is 6 inches block. So I'll just leave it at 150. And next place I will come to is my model. This model is where I select the color of the wall. So you can see I will just click here, so that this place that is going to display, I will click here, this place that is to display. So as I have clicked here, so I will now select the wall I want. Select the wall I want. So the color of the wall or the paint. So you can see, let me just make use of let's say I make use of this color. So as I choose this one, this is just the face of this wall, the face surfaces. As you can see, this is outside face surface, this is the edge face, this last one is the inside face. So depending on the face, the color you want to display on any face you want, so you can choose the color. But if you want to use a particular color, you can highlight this, or you can select them individually and choose the same color, but that is very lengthy. So next place I will do, if I want to have a wall log on my wall, so I can click on this, and then you see use wall log. That is the line, the horizontal lining on the wall. So that's what I mean by this wall log. So you can see most designs do have this, them. So I remember my wall line does not supposed to exceed the overall height of the wall, which was 3,100 mm that I chose them. So I'm going to use let's say I use 900. So you see, start with what when you are making it, you can go to your 3D to see the effects. So for now I'll just use these settings, and okay, then I think that's all I need to set here for now. So, and these settings I just give is to reflect on the 3D. Remember, I have not gone for 2D settings, so that will be another discussion to discuss on that later. So I have finished my settings on wall. Next thing I will start drawing. So what I need to do, how I do my own drawing is, already you know what you're sketching, so you have in mind what you're sketching. So I used to draw my horizontal and then my vertical wall. From this I will start offsetting. Already I told you, for it to offset, you select the material, the object you want to select. You want to offset as it's selected, and to select you hold your shift and you click on that object or tool. So, and another alternative is you just come to arrow. So as it is selected, I want to offset. So offsetting, it means I still want this wall to exist here. So that means I'm going to drag a copy of it, which is I will just hold Ctrl Shift D. So I will just plus sign on my cursor. It simply means duplicate. So if it didn't appear, it means it's just going to drag. For example, if I say Ctrl D, so it's just dragging this. That this has left that side. So but that's not what I need. I want to duplicate it. So I say Ctrl Shift D. I will type the distance. So it's normal wall. So let's say it's 3,600. But I have to include the thickness of the wall too, because I need 3,600. So typing this 2,000 to reduce it. So for example, let's just see what I'm talking about. So you can see it has reduced it. So but I want 3,600 as the dimension of this wall. So I'm going to come here and measure. You can see measure, or you just simply type M on your keyboard. So you can see I want to measure this to know what is here. You see I have 3,450. Remember my wall was 150. That means 150 plus 3,450 is 3,600. That means it's from here to here, that is 3,600. So that's not what I need. So subsequently I'll be adding the wall thickness to whatever dimension I want. So if you now check it, you're going to see it's now 3,600. So next place I need to do is I will keep drawing, being conversant with it. 3,750. So 3,750. Let's say I need to offset toilets here. My toilets, I'm using a 1,800. That's 1,950. This is what I've done, so I don't need this. I can trim this off. How do I trim? You either hold your control button and then you go to the place you want to trim. You can zoom in, so you can trim off, or you come to your standard bar as I told you. So it will be helping you is the tools. The tools there will be helping you. So you select trim, you come here and do it. For you to execute another, you need to come there again. That is why I don't make use of all this, so I make use of shortcuts. So that is just hold your control and you trim off. You can see it's very faster. You can trim this off, I don't need them. So I will keep doing my drawing according to what I have in mind. So let's say I have a lobby here of 1,200. So trim this off. Trim this off. Trim this off. Trim this. So let's say I need my parlor. That is my sitting room. So let's say 4,700. Try to align your walls too, so that the setting out can be easy too. So those are stuff you need. So let's see my dining. And okay, the width of my sitting room. Also for the dining. So set 3,450, right? 3,200. So you can see what we have here. Let's see. It's a kitchen. So let me offset for the kitchen. Control Shift D. Then click and drag. This I will type the measurements I want. Okay, let's see. Let me bring out store. I still stress that to trim, you just hold your control and then trim. Go to the place you want to trim out. So So I want to join this wall to this point, so I click on this wall, then I'll come and click at this edge. You can see a box that just pop up. So this box that pop up, you can look at what all is there. This is stretch, which is highlighted. I think that should be the last, because of the last command. So this is multiply. If I want to multiply that, this is elevate, this is mirror, this is rotate, this is drag. Depending on what I want to do, if I click drag, the wall will try to drag, you can see it. But if I click on this stretch, it's just going to stretch, so I can stretch it. There's also another way I can intersect this too, by using the intersect tool at the standard bar. So I can select the two perpendicular walls I want to intersect. Remember, you only intersect perpendicular walls. So look at the intersect here. So I will click on it, and there you go. So remember, my drawing, I still maintain that I'm drawing according to what I have in mind. So this is just a sample. You can draw better than what I'm doing right now. Let me stretch this. I'm just taking my time to do this so that you can be conversant with it. And stretch this. So this is what I have. So next thing I need to do is I have to put door, which is the next thing. So I will go to the next tool here, which is door 2. So I will just pick my door. So what I normally do is I will not design it yet. I'll just click on the door 2 and begin to place them at the point I want them to be. Then after placing them, I can now pick them individually or collectively to design them. The ones that I want to have the same type of design, I can pick them together, but the ones I want to design individually, depending on what I have in mind, I pick them separately. So let's say this, I can place this door here. So for you to understand what I just did, let me first of all name the plan. Let me name this my floor plan so you can understand what I want, what I'm trying to do. So this is my text tool under document in the design toolbox. So I'll pick my text tool. Then once I pick the text tool, I'll go to the dialog settings at the information bar. Then I can choose choose any text I want, the text style. So going with this, then I can choose the height of the text. I can choose 4 mm. So you can choose whether it should be bold or italicized, so anyone you want. So I'll say okay. Then I'll go and start placing the text. So let's say this is sitting room. This lobby, I can place it at angle 90 degrees. I'm coming to this information bar. I just type 90, then you will see what will happen to it. You see it has turned to this direction. So that is it for Windows. So but you can see something. Look at this entrance or sit out. You can see what happened. I use ordinary door for it. So there are so many things I can use for it. I can just select this and then go to my settings, and you see this door 20. I can click here, use empty opening. You see what happens to it. Then I can stretch it to what I want. Let's say I want to open to this point. I want to open to this point. Depending on what I have in mind. So you can as well open these other dinings. You still do the same thing, but if you don't want to do this, click here. You can as well go to your door. You can see empty door openings. You can click it, select anyone you want. So let me choose this. I don't need the arc. So open it as wide as I want. So another thing you can do, if I want to open this, I can simply pick this. You know, there is, you can see this opening here. So I don't want to come and start clicking, emptying the door opening, stretching it. I can just pick this. So I can just pick this door opening parameters and then match it with this. So I can stretch it. So let's say I want it this way. Next place is let's go to 3D and see how it looks like, though we have not put our window yet. So but let's see what we have. So you can see what we have here. There's no window yet. So we'll go back to our ground floor and then let's put windows. Remember, I have not designed my door yet, so I'm still coming. So let's put our window. I'll pick my window to just like the way we did for door, and I will place them, just indicate where I want them to be. Okay, I'm going to use corner window here. Let me leave this place for that. So I'll put this window here. I'll put window here. I want to have a ventilation window there. So you put your windows. Now these are my windows. So I will go to my 3D so I can design my windows and doors. Time to design them. So designing my doors first. First of all, this door has to go down to start from the floor level. Remember, I don't have floor yet, so I will put that later. Let me design these doors first. So I'll select the door I want to design. So it's selected. So I go to this information bar. So at this information bar, you can see the doors we have here. We have this the installed the library doors. So you have your empty door opening. You can see what you have there. Garage door. You can go through it and see what you have there. You have hinge doors, you have rotating doors, this and so on. Look at it.
So let me just go to these hinge doors. You can see what we have here. So you can choose any one you want, depending on what you want to design. So let me choose this for instance. So let's say I want the door width. Type the door width. Let's say I want 1200. So I want the height of the door, let's say 2400 mm. So this is sealed to story 0. You can leave it at 0. That is to say, starting from the floor level. So next place to go to is hinged door settings. So you go to your hinged door settings and then you see this no grid. You can select anything you want. So let me just select let's assume I love this. I select it, and then you see a handle, you put your handle, select your handle. So let me just select this. So I will go over to the next. So this door leaf, let's assume I'm comfortable with these dimensions here. You can still increase yours. When you increase it, you can go to your 3D and see what you have there. At this place we selected it earlier, but you can still go through it and see if there is anyone you like, and you want to, so you can still reselect them. It will be affected, the changes will be affected. So you can still see this. So this is the side panel. Remember, it is double acting door. So look at the door here. So this side now, the side panel. So you can select a panel for it. Already the first one we selected, this the door leaf was for the main this. So you can choose different listen. Okay, let's say for this side panel, let's say I love let's say I want something like this. So you can go over the next thing. Already we have selected the handle. You can open the door here. This door you can type in. Remember, this is opening in 2D already, is at angle 90 degrees. So opening in 3D, you can type any angle here and it will open at that particular angle. So but I don't want to open it here, so I'll go back to the next thing. So this 3D projector, you override the model, you remove this opening line so it will not appear on your 3D. So I'll go over here, you select the color of the door. That's where you select the color of the door. You can leave it at this color, you can still choose another color. So let's say choosing let's say I choose this color, and then this glass, I choose a glass blue. You can choose your own color. So next place I'll go to is my casing in and out. You can see it's already checked. So I always like to put my casing out, although in most cases I will not put them depending on the kind of design I want to achieve. So you can type in your this is the section of the door, so you can go through it, study it as dramatically represented there and put your changes there. I can still select that same color I chose then, so you can see what will happen to this door. So you see the door. So you can design yours to be better than this. So I can go to my 2D to position it very well. I will select it. So next place is to let me for now let me just go straight to the next option, which is to design my windows. So I'll go to my 3D. I like designing my windows on the 3D so that when I design I will look at what I have. It will be interactive. I will see if that is what I actually wanted. So that's it. I'll go to I select the window I want to design. So you go to your window setting, and then at the window settings, this preview and position, that's where you type the width and the height of the window, seal, story, blah blah, all those stuff. So this width, I can let's say I need a 750 window, so 1500 as a height, still comfortable with it. So this I can choose let's say 600, so that's 600 plus 15 is giving me 2100. so that's what I actually wanted. So I'll go to my basic window settings, and before I come here, I will have to, first of all, it's still the same method with door. So you still have the window types you have that came with the ARCHICAD that is in the library. So you have your basic windows. You can go through it and see what you have. Your basic windows, you have your base and bow, you have empty window, historic window, sliding special window, storefronts. So all those stuff, anyone you want, you can pick them. So let me go back to these basic windows, and then I think I like this. I'll pick it and go for it. So I'll keep going. Okay, as I picked it, I'll change. I will type my width. Okay. Then it can be editing studying the section of the window. When you study this section, you understand it more. So this I can decide to leave it at this, or I can increase it. I can make it uniform, anything I want. So I can go over grid. You can select what you want, but let me leave it. I don't want to select it. So let me remove this opening line. Remember, we did it while we were designing our door. So this window, you choose a color. So come to your glass. Always choose your own color for glass, so it will look a little bit nice. So you have your casing in and out. I like to put my casing in and out. You can type whatever you want to type there. I'm going to choose the color. I still choose the same color shows for the other ones. Okay, so you see what you have here. So I can drag this up if I want it to be at the same top level by clicking, and then you can see a box came up, and this box that came up, you can see here stretch horizontally, stretch vertically, elevate. So I want to elevate, I don't want to stretch it vertically, so elevating. You see it. So that is your window. See it, it's looking real. So I can pick. I want this window to be like this, so I can pick this using my pickup parameters. So or alternate C, I'll just pick it. I can use this eject parameter, so I can use this and then eject it. You see it is appearing like this. Remember a little bit change here. Look at a little bit change. This change is a lot of. Let's go to the floor plan. So if you study this, you see how this one went inside because of the way I was orienting it. So you see this other one. So you can make this one to appear like this one. So how do I do that? I just select this, and then I'll press on my keyboard Control E to change, or you just select it, or you select, you right click, go to your move, and you see rotate this to rotate it. See, it has rotated. So you can still rotate it back by selecting on it, Control E. That's to rotate. So you can still pick pick it again. Already is picked, so you can match it with other ones. And everything. That is it. You now go to your toilet window. Okay, let's see the 3D. It's showing, so I can rotate it to the side that I have my toilet. Here is my toilet window. So I'll merge this is my store. So this toilet window, I can design it. Let me design it. So because it's not going to look like this, so I want it to look different from these room windows. So this toilet window, I will just use this. So it's going to be a sliding window anyway. So toilet windows depends on what I want. So I can easily type 750 by 750. You can type 600 by 600, anyone you want. So this I'll type 1650. So then I'll go to basic window settings. So here I don't need to do anything here. I'll just go. It's my choice. You too, you can make your choice. So I will always remove this opening line. If you don't remove it, it will appear on your 3D. So this, I can choose the same color with the other type of the other windows. I'll go over. I can put my case in if I want. So this can be the same color. That is okay for now. So you can see where you have your window. So that's how we design our windows. So I want to design one last window, which is corner window, like I promised earlier. So I said I would like to have a corner window here. At this point, it's just a kind of way of designing. So I will go to my ground floor. At my ground floor, I will now go to, remember, I will just go to more. See more here. Okay, see more here. Yeah, you have grid elements, and you have corner window. So I'll click on this corner window. I will now come to the edge here. Click this way. You see it has placed it that way. So we'll go to 3D and see how it is. You see it, the corner window. So I can, from this, I can stretch it by selecting on them. First of all, I can drag it down. So once you click at the edge, this dialog box will always come out. So let me make it to be the same height with this, the same level with this. So I can decide to drag it down. Let me stretch it vertically. Stretching vertically. I can stretch it vertically, or I can use can type the height, the overall height here. If I want, let's say I type 2000. So when it comes to 3D, you're after the beauty and not after any other thing. You're just after the beauty. So next thing I need to do is to go and edit this corner window. I'll click on the settings as it is selected. So I will go and you can type anything you want to type. So you can type your this thing. Let me just leave it there and go ahead to do other editing. So I don't know what it's like, but this time around let me place grid on it horizontally, vertically. So vertical, let's say I have vertical, let's say I have horizontally I have 1. So can make it to be so tiny so it won't be seen. So I remove this wall, this opening line. Remember, this is the line we're talking about, this line here. That's what I always remove because I don't like it. So I will click next, and then this I can choose a different thing. I'm choosing the color. Choose glass blue. Can put casing on, but I don't want it, so I'll just stop here. You see what I have here. So that's my corner window. So let's go with this for now. So this coming to this sit out, so I want to design it. So I will have to select this. I'll have to select this opening. So you see this 100, and just type 0. You see what happened. So type 0. So you see what has happened. So but there's something that used to happen. I may not really need to use opening, so I will just simply use my normal wall. That is to say, I can delete this door. Remember, it's selected. I can delete it. I can delete the opening. So I will just do something like this. We stretch it. In that case, it has no opening. So this other point, doing the same to here. Remember, if I stretch this, other ones will be gone. Like this other place, if I stretch this other point, you know what will happen to this. So I really have to, because the place I would just want to stretch is just this side. So what I need to do is I will just divide this wall. So to divide this wall, I will go to my ground floor. I'll go to my ground floor. So I need to divide this wall here. So I will select the wall. You will see you go to your standard bar. At the standard bar, you will see split. So I will split the wall. Split it. You see it has been splitted. So I will go to my 3D. With this now, I can stretch this upward. I prefer making use of these two opening. So you see it's looking somehow better. So next thing I want to talk about is you do hear about putting different, let's say I want to color here differently and this side differently, all those things. You can achieve it with by so many means. So let me do it with wall. So I want to color the down parts differently and the upper differently. So I will just click on this wall. If I click on the wall, I will go and reduce the thickness of that wall, so I can use something like 10. So I will change the color. Let's say I want to color that part. I can choose any color. Let's say I want to color it white or orange, for instance. So I don't need this wall log on it. Maybe I'll check it. So for now, okay, I forgot to reduce the height. So this height, I want it to start from ground and then reach the window where the window started. That was 900. So that is it. So I now come and draw. I draw. See it. I draw to this point. I like choosing this so that I can be breaking them apart because of the window. Choose this. Choose the. So when you make use of ARCHICAD, you be conversant with a lot of things. So you don't expect everything to learn everything at once. So as you make use of it, you learn more things. So I can go to my 3D and see what I have there. So you can see it. I can choose this part. Okay, as I want to stretch only this place to here. That is this place to here. So I have to look unique here. So but as I selected it, the thing is grouped because I chose a grouped wall. You can see it. So I have to ungroup it. How do I ungroup? As it is selected, you come to that standard bar. You can see ungroup, suspend group, alternate G. So it has been suspended. So I can now select the ones I want to stretch upward. I want to stretch this, so it's stretched already. I want to stretch this. Stretched. You can simply pick this. Just do the same to this. Do the same to this to be faster. So you can see what I've done here. At least it's looking very nice. So that is one thing about design. You have to come up with your own ideas. So let me put my floor now. So I'll come to the ground floor and then you see slab. I'll choose slab. I can go to the settings and make necessary changes there. So I want my slab to be like 600. Type it. There is the thickness of the slab. So here you choose the color. You can make it a uniform color. Oh sorry, I will not make it a uniform color. I will make the top to look like tiles. There's tiles on it. So this is now the face that will be seen. That is the, what do we call it, the edge face. So I'll choose the color. Let's choose red because it's red that is showing the, not orange. Can I see it here? Okay. So the floor, the bottom of the slab, I'm not concerned about that because I will not see it. So I will now go to, you see, I'll click on this point and then do this thing, or I will come and choose here polygonal. This is box rectangular, so I will choose that polygonal and then begin to run it. Pick one point, run it. Close it back. So as it is, you can go to your 3D and see how it looks like. You can see what you have here. So at least it now has a floor whereby you can put your staircase to climb this, staircase to climb this. So but I need to put a general mesh or floor. So I'll go to my 3D. So I'll go to mesh 2. So in this mesh 2, I select it. Remember our floor was 600, so that means this has to be, I can choose 10 as the thickness of the mesh. Then because of our floor that was 600, I will type -600. So do you want it to be green grass? So that does not matter to me here because I don't render in ARCHICAD. I do render with V-Ray and Atlantis. So let me just choose any color, anything at all I want. Okay, I like using this. So I will now come and draw. I can make it a bit bigger. You can see it. What we have now, because of that changes, see it's looking real a little bit. So let's start to put staircase on this. So I'm going to use just floor. I'm going to use my slab to create a staircase on this. So I'll just go and pick my slab 2. I will draw. You can use a box. This aspect. You can type this thing is 300 by that. You see it. Then I'll duplicate it. Ctrl+Shift+D. So I want it to be 3. So I will do the same to this side. So duplicate it, again, go to your 3D. So you see what I have here. So there are 3 of these slab. You can see where it joins, it's even showing. So I will just reduce them here. Select the first one. You see the box that came up, so you can see your stretch height. You reduce it. So you see this. 3D is all about manipulation. You manipulate. See the simple way of creating your. So as I've done this, I can just pick this and apply it here. See it. I'll pick this one and apply it on the second one. I'll pick this one, apply it on this other one. So you can see what I have here. So just created it within a few seconds. So next thing I need to do now is let's say I want to put another color at this top, though not necessary. You use the same method you use here, so to do that up there. So what I need to do now is to create to put my parapet, then the roof. So I'll go to my floor plan and then go to my object. You can see the object here, object 2. At the object 2, you're going to see what we have here, the inbuilt library. So you're going to come to look for building structures. building structures, you're going to see moldings. This building structure, you're going to see molding. If you double click, you see a molding curve, that is for curve distance. Then you see a molding stretch, so it's a stretch parapet I want to make. So this is the, you can increase this like 200. So for now I will choose the under the style. You can see what we have here. You can choose type of the style of the parapet you want. So let me just choose I think this is okay. So you see the dimension, you can type whatever you want, and you can, depending on how you want it to be. Remember, it's all about your choice. You make your choice. So I'll go to my model. So I will have to select the color of this. See, it's still under that molding settings. You can choose the color. Okay, let's leave it at that white that it is. Then that's okay. Then I'll place, where do I want this to start from? This is it. I'll stretch it. Click select and go to this point to stretch. Remember, this must be move node. We'll not move it to this point. Then you come to this point, you click it, you still on your move node. I move it to angle 45 degrees. Then at this point you click on it and move it to angle 135 degrees. There's a reason for that. So you go to your 3D and see how it is there. See where your parapet is. So I can from here move it up by selecting on it. Go to click it, you can see move node, you can see a drag. So I can click on this drag to drag it upward. So I'm dragging, I will hold my shift so I can drag upward without moving to any side. So you can see the parapet. You see the parapet. So you see the way this angle 35 is because it's going to, another one is going to join this way, while this one, another one is going to join this way. So I will go and I want to increase this. I want to increase the height. Okay, there's no room for this to increase it here. So I'll just go to this I'll come here and increase it. Maybe increase it to 500. Let's take big. So it has increased. So I will make another one. So I will have to put the one that is going this way. So I have to turn it this way. So I will, as it is highlighted, click. So you move, you drag, you mirror a copy. That is Control Shift M. And mirror a copy. Next time I will not go through that long process. You come to this point. As you click here, you come to this point, you drop it. You now stretch. That's how to put parapet to stretch to this point. Then you click at this point, you turn it this way, angle 135 degrees and 140 and 45 degrees. That's what will make it up. Control Shift M to drag the one going to the other side. See it, drag to this side. Control Shift M, click at this point, come here, place it. So remember where my this thing started from. Control Shift M. I'll reduce this. Control Shift M. Come on, reduce this. See here, I'll take it back to 45 degrees. See, that and this is, they are joined together. So you can see your parapet. So your parapet, because your building is looking a little bit nice. So that's how we design. So I will go to, let me go and roof this building. So I will go to my floor plan, click on the roof 2, look for it. This is roof 2. I'll go to settings, and then here offset. Remember I have 600, so I'm going to type 600. So I have 600, I'll type it 600. If you have 450, you type 450 as the offset, so you can lap on the parapet. So here you select the color of the roof. So select, I like making use of it. Where have it here? Okay, something like this. I click OK. I will now go on. When I want to draw my roof, take note of this. So make sure it is selected on this. Make sure it's selected on this. Make sure this is highlighted, not this multi-plane, not single plane. So I'm going to click here. You see what is going, but I don't want this because this is just a kind of rectangular. This, and my building is not rectangular, so I will just come and click here, complex roof, so you can give me room to draw it according to the plan, according to the complexity of the plan. So I will click, I will run it round on the wall, not on the parapet. Take note of that. See what I have here. So you can see my roof. I'll go to 3D. You can see what I have here on my roof. So you can see it's not looking fine. So I have to do something about it. I'll select my roof. First of all, let me stretch it up. Let me take it up so it can sit on top of the parapet. I'll click on it. Then you can see your drag. So it's selected. So it was the last command. So drop it. It's now sitting on top of the parapet, but this does not look real. Look at it. So go to my roof. Go back to it. You see here. I'll choose this first. Then I choose that. This we use this when it is a kind of fascia board. When you have a fascia board, that is when you use this. That is if you don't have a parapet, but there's a parapet, so I will leave it at this. So this is the only thing I did here. I will go to this and see how it looks like. Well, nothing changed there, so I'll go back there and then know what to do about it. Let's choose this for instance. See what happens. So you see it kind of is about. So that's not what I need. I will choose okay. So this 300 I will reduce it to 10. So as I reduce it to 10, see it has reduced. So ARCHICAD is your friend. Make it your friend. Interact with it. Play with it. So I'm going to raise it up. So you can see your roof now. You can split this roof. Remember it's grouped together. So wow, let's assume this angle, the pitch is so high, so I have to reduce it. I'll select on the roof. I'll go to my settings. You can see angle 45 degrees, so I'll reduce it to let's say 38 degrees. So Let's see what you have here. You bring it down so I can sit on the parapet. So you can see this. So what next do I need to do on this plan? Okay, let's say I want to put I want to put a wall belt on this. There are many ways I can do it. I can use that same moldings that I use for this parapet to do it. You just place it and drag, or I can use wall. If I don't want to stress myself, I'll just use my wall. I can select this. Since I already have something like this, I'll duplicate it. I can select this. Control Shift D, duplicate it. I can do it, work directly in here. Duplicate. So I duplicate. I will now, remember it's duplicated right now, so I will go and raise it up. I'll change the color. Change the color to another color so it can be seen very well. Image is white. I don't know why I like white a lot. So it's not, you see this thing is still shadowing the white color, so I'm going to increase the thickness of this so it can come up from this 10. I can just put like 14. You see it's out now. So that's how we do it. That's how we do it. So you can do the same to this and this. So that is it. So there's another thing I want to teach you, how to split this roof. I'm going to teach you. So to split this roof, and I want to put my gutter and eave, I want to put my roof gutter and ridge. There's the gutter and the ridge, and then I can go to my roof. Remember, the roof is not appearing here, so I will go to this navigator window. You see your first story. This is ground floor, this is your first story. So at the first story you see your roof. Click on it. You see the roof here. So you select it. As you select it, the thing is selected everything. So what I need to do is we just ungroup it. I will split it first. As it is selected, you see split into single pane roofs. I click on it, split anyway. So with this splitting now, it means I can actually I can work with any particular one. I can delete this. I want to delete it. See, it's no longer there, so I can work on it. You see, it's gone. So I can work on it. So but for now I want to put my gutter and ridges. So what I normally put my very simple thing is I will go to my document. I'll pick line. I can color it so that I can see it. Let me color it blue. So I will run it round with this. I'll run it individually. Run it. Video I'm running it. See, just so make sure you run it. Run each fraction of the polygon. Run it. This is not okay, so that's not what I need. So you run it. Run it all. Next thing I need to do is each of this line, I will select it and then as it is selected, I will ungroup it. I've ungrouped it, so I will click on it. You can see this option here. What does the option say? Offset all edges. I'll click on this. I will type the width of the roof, the gutter or the ridge. So let's say I'm using 200. So you can see I will select this. I will select for this other place. So as it is selected, I will go and group it, and I will click again to ungroup it. The essence of grouping it is select all. So I type 200. Do it for all. Do it for all of them. I select this. I'll group. I will ungroup. So 200. I will do the same for other ones. Group, group. So I'll type 200. Do the same. Group, group. This next place, I'll do the same. Group, you ungroup. 200 for now. So I've run it all. So I will go and select my roof. I will select the roof. So I will have to select all the roofs. Select them all. So I will just say suspend. All of them is selected now. So I will press Ctrl Shift D. That is to duplicate a copy of it. As I will click at one point, make sure you don't move it. So you can see distance 0, angle 0 degrees. So I didn't move it. I'll click it. So the roof is now 2. So as it is selected, and it's the last roof that is selected, or any of the roof you selected, so I will go to my settings dialog and increase it a bit. This is 3856. So I'll just that 6 I can put it 9. That is 3859. From 3856 to 3859. So I'll click OK. So okay, sorry, I will still let me change the color so you can see the difference at the floor plan. So let me just put let me put black. This is it. So remember, as it is selected, you will go to your roof, you click on the roof. Don't forget to suspend. As you just click on the roof, you suspend it so it can allow you to run it. So we are not going to run it. Remember, roof is selected, so you will now run trace with the line. If you don't ungroup it, it will not, as you click here, the roof will deselect. So take note of that. So we're going to see what is going to happen at the end of this. So this is the way. There's still other method of doing it. Going to your object to pick your this. I find this one so easy. This is what I used. This is what I used to use, and this one looks more real than the other way out. You can go to your object and pick them. Pick them. This way. So on our next class, I'm going to teach you how to design flat roofs, mansard roof, and some other roof. There is German roof and the rest. We'll pick it one after the other, so you can see what I have here now. So if I go to my rendering software, I can choose different colors and materials for it. So remember, there's another thing within design, that is your pillar, is your column. And as you can see, if I keep this in this way and render, you'll be seeing where my wall ended. So one thing I need to do now is to go and kind of create something like looks like ceiling on it. So to create it, I'll use slab and do that. So I'll go to my story one. You can click here, you can right click here and click this ground floor to go back, or you can come to this navigator window, see ground floor. So to create something that looks like ceiling on that, so I'll go to my slab and select it. You can type, let's say, because I just wanted to, let me just type like 12, but this time around the height is going to go up. So the wall ended at 3,100, so I can use 2,900. So this, in this aspect now, I'm going to consider the bottom of the slab, because that is where we're going to be seeing. So I can choose the color I would like. So I'm not concerned about this. So I'll just go and remember, I make it complex. Click on complex slab. So go to your 3D. You can see it. It's up here. So that's how we design our building. So with this tutorial, I'm sure it will really help you a lot. So every other thing you need to do, you have to put more effort, and don't forget to don't forget to like our and please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe, because it really do help us a lot. Thank you, and thank you very much. God bless you.